Did the new year always begin on January 1st? Hello to all my amazing YouTube viewers. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I wish you a year full of happiness, success, and fulfilled dreams. Wherever you are, I'm sending you my best wishes. Today, I want to talk about an exciting and perhaps surprising topic. Did the new year always begin on January 1st? This question might intrigue many of you because, believe it or not, this date hasn't always been fixed. So, stay with me until the end of this video to discover some fascinating facts about it. Now, let's dive into our historical journey and travel back in time to find the answer. Nowadays, many countries, especially in the Western Hemisphere, recognize January 1st as the beginning of the new year and celebrate it. But has this tradition always existed? The choice of January 1st as the start of the new year has historical and cultural roots, and not all calendars in the world follow this date. A review of history shows that in the past, different cultures celebrated the beginning of the year on various dates, often linked to astronomical or agricultural events. For instance, ancient Romans used the Romulus calendar, in which the new year began in mid-March, early spring. This timing coincided with the arrival of spring and the start of military campaigns in honor of Mars, the god of war. However, this calendar had flaws, including a year length of 355 days, which caused it to gradually fall out of sync with seasonal changes. Julius Caesar, the Roman leader, reformed this calendar in 46 BCE. He introduced the Julian calendar, dividing the 365.25-day year into 12 months. The new year was moved to January 1st in honor of the Roman god Janus, the god of beginnings and endings. Janus was often depicted as a deity with two faces looking in opposite directions, one toward the past and the other toward the future. This symbolized the transition from one year to the next and, more broadly, the passage of time. During the Middle Ages, although the Julian calendar was still in use, the Christian year began with Easter, the resurrection of Jesus. Easter was celebrated on the first Sunday after the first full moon of spring. However, in some regions, it was customary to celebrate the new year on April 1st for convenience. This tradition continued until the Renaissance, when a desire to return to pre-medieval customs led to the readoption of the Julian calendar. By the 1550 ES, January 1st was officially established as the start of the year. Finally, in 1582, Pope Gregory XII introduced the Gregorian calendar to correct accumulated errors in the calculation of days. This reform was widely adopted in the Christian world, cementing January 1st as the beginning of the year. Although it is traditionally assumed that year, one of the Gregorian calendar coincides with the birth of Jesus Christ, changes in the Christian calendar over time have shown that Christ's birth actually occurred several years before year one. Even so, various cultures and calendars still use different dates to mark the new year. For example, the Chinese New Year, based on the lunar calendar, falls between January 21st and February 23rd. Similarly, the Jewish New Year, or Rosh Hashanah, varies depending on the Hebrew calendar. In France, a fixed annual calendar was first introduced in 1564 by King Charles IX.